Fancy schmancy serial number market report coming at you. So I figured out the frequency in which I'm going to do these. I'm going to do them twice a week because the fancy serial number market is just stupid right now. It's crazy. It's actually something that's being talked about on Facebook through one of the big serial number Facebook groups on there. You guys should check it out. It's actually really cool. Um, but I'm gonna start doing these every Monday and Friday. The Monday report will take care of all the activity during the weekend. So I don't know, late Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then the Friday report will take care of some of the better notes to have sold during the week. All right, real simple. Again, none of the notes are graded. Why grade these things? It's kind of like a dumb notion to grade them unless you have like a serial number one or a real ladder or solid sevens or ones or eights or whatever the case may be. Those are the only notes I would grade in the fancy serial number space. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Now we have about half as many notes. We're looking about, I don't know, the last 24 hours or so of activity. So that's Friday and Thursday. So there you go. Let's go ahead and kick things off here with this 2017 $1 bill, which sold by one of my favorite sellers on here. Ronald J.H. has been just a savage, or a real beast looking for these things. I can only imagine Ronald going out there and probably picking up 10 grand at a time from the banks, which takes a lot of work because you got to work at the relationship part of it through your managers and tellers. In any event, this is a non-traditional binary. So we got two numbers here, fours and eights represented on the note, and it's actually quite attractive. The way that all the notes are grouped together, that this looks like a very attractive note that someone would like. So just kind of recap: zeros, ones, sevens, and eights are the most popular single numbers for these things. Numerologists and people who covet like these good luck type of symbols like sevens and eights, are being scooped up. So let's see, $20.50 sale here, 15 bids. Some people do charge shipping, and that's all part of the cost of owning a note. So I'm not going to add the shipping to whatever it sells for, as you guys know. It just makes it easier. And yeah, the note's pretty circulated. You can see it's got some folds there with a little bit of traditional soiling. And soiling isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just indicates wear. Really nice strong centerfold here. So not the prettiest note, but keep in mind, these things sell for a lot more than $1. All right, and that's the big reason why I do these reports is to communicate to you, ladies and gentlemen, that there is indeed desirability for the right type of serial numbers. And, you might also take advantage of it while you can. Next note we have here is a another $1 bill. Again, I love seeing ones, twos, and fives. The lower the denomination, the more net profit you make. That's just a natural kind of aspect to this whole deal. So we have a low serial number. So it's a four-digit serial number, and it's also a star note. And this is a low print run size of 250,000, which matters. It probably matters most on notes that are in gem condition. As those things sell for like $200 to $300 by themselves. With this kind of run size for that star note. $41 with four bids is the final sale price on this one. Yeah, I'm okay with four-digit low serials as well. It used to be just three digits. It used to be kind of like that place marker in the hobby, and now people are embracing four digits as a low serial number choice. So again, not the prettiest note. This one is, pretty well circulated, and most of them are. So yeah, pretty nice one there, and really nice sale too on this one. This one has it all. Next one that we have here, is a trinary, although you wouldn't know it by looking and reading the actual listing title. Trinary is one of those good keywords to add in there if you could. Sometimes it's not necessary, but when people are searching for fancy serial numbers, they'll type in fancy serial number. But there are other times where they'll type in trinary or binary or in a row or solids, ladder, things like that. So this is kind of like the bottom scraping the barrel is in the fancy serial number market. Any trinary, doesn't matter how it's arranged, is that. So this one sold for $9. Again, making you guys realize that there is more value to a $1 bill than just the number one that you see on there. Again, I mean, not the prettiest note. I mean, these things are very well circulated. You would feel pretty bad sending this off to a PCGS banknote, grading company, or PMG. It's just not worth it. Unless you're going to keep the note for yourself and it has some sort of like meaningful, kind of, whatever to it. That would be the only reason why I would grade it, is to preserve it, obviously, but certainly not necessary. Not for the prices that these third-party graders are charging for these things. So, again, that's a really good idea just to stay away from grading when it comes to these. Kind of like similar to errors and varieties in the coinage side of numismatics. So $9, and this was a buy it now, by the way. So some of these fringe, low end type of fancy serial numbers, sometimes it's just best to throw it up at a reasonable buy it now. So $9 also includes the plain white envelope shipping, which would be about a buck or less. And then another like 90, 95 cents is going to be taken off for the fees. So the net profit will end up being about $6.50 on this note. So yeah, again, not too bad, but certainly a lot better than a stick in the eye. This one's really neat. So we're gonna have to grab a final price here using 130 point, but we have a 2013 $1 bill with a low serial number. You can even make the argument that it's a binary, six in a row zeros, but it's really a low serial number, number 44. Again, I mean, shoot, people are finding these, and judging from the circulation wear on these things, this is a testament to how undersearched these are in today's society. We take for granted that we have these, in our pocket, and we use them, to buy our cup of coffee in the morning, or our breakfast, or something to that effect. And there really is some nice kind of hidden value in these, just by looking at the serial number. When we I taught a course about 4 years ago on this subject. I actually did a live stream, and it went over really well. But now there's a lot more people that are genuinely interested in the subject, because it has numerology, it's a collectible, it's got a whole bunch of other um, applications beyond numismatics. Yeah, kind of a shocking sale here. This one managed to scrape up $75. This is $100 bill all day long, even in this condition. So yeah, this they coughed up a really cheap buy it now for this one. Let's see where we're at here. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. All right, so we're on to this one. I guess you guys got a little bit of a spoiler of what's to come. So $75 for the serial number 44, way too low. It's easily a C note, if not more. We have another binary, this time twos and fives. So on a $10 bill, no less. And it's a 2009 series large head Hamilton. Best offer was accepted. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and do a little quick copy here. Let's check out the condition of the note, which again, generally circulated. Not too fancy schmancy. This one right here is that end up selling for, let me get this data here in a second. Really great website too. I love this thing. $35, which is that's reasonable. Considering that once you get up to the $10 kind of denomination, you got to make sure that the note you're selling is going to be enough to not only get you your $10 back, but also make money. You want to make money doing this. You don't want to do this for free. As resellers, we're not a nonprofit organization. All right, so next note that we have here is another low-digit serial number on this nice older 1985 $5 bill. 4-digit 9408 this time around, and this one sold for $24.50 through 20 bids. So, looking at the note, it's nice and crispy. Looks like it has no circulation wear whatsoever. This one was found very early on after circulation. So, yeah, pretty nice one there. I would this. This is kind of like that sweet spot of what I would normally take for a note like this. Up next, we have a true binary, which is zeros and ones, and it's also a repeater. So it's got a couple really nice fancy things happening here. Really good sale, $100, 3 bids. Again, zeros and ones in a binary, true binary. It's a very popular collected number string. But you can see, yeah, these notes are fugly, guys. I mean, these are not the prettiest of notes that we've seen, other than the previous note, the $5 bill on the low digit serial number. They've all been pretty well worn, with discoloration and harsh folds to them, and again, this is yet again a testament that you do not need to find the prettiest, crisp, uncirculated notes to do this. They all sell. Another good one here, again, featuring one of the premier numbers in the game, which is 8. So we have a 7 of a kind 8, which is pretty near solid, as it shows in there in the title. This one sold for $109.50. Great sale, 11 bids. 2009 dated. Not a fan of the orientation, but you can see a couple of edge split tears on there, which again, for the sale price of this note, you would think that would do more harm than good. But again, if the numbers are right and someone absolutely needs it, and apparently there were a number of people that needed it, actually 11 separate bids, then it's going to sell for whatever it sells for, and almost $110 here. That's a really good sale. We have a radar, Trinary radar, I suppose. Palindrome, Trinary dollar bill. So they got all of the relevant keywords in there. Buy it now listing sold for $40. And this one is 7703, and it reads backwards the other half of the serial number. So radio, very nice. And the condition of the note, again, circulated, you could tell. And yeah, pretty good. This was this person got lucky with that $40 sale, because traditionally radars, they don't command no more about 20-25, so they doubled up here to a lot more profit at the end. Next one that we have here, it says fancy serial number rare binary. Okay, I gotta get that right. Radar birthday all in $1, sold for a $50 bill. All right, so someone put in one bid. I mean that's true. It's a binary. It's indeed a radar. So it's 1211, and it reads the same way, just mirrored through the rest of the serial number there. Again, not a fan of the orientation. You could actually, if you don't do it on your phone, you could actually rotate the image in eBay's editing tool. All right, so that is an option. Make sure you use it so that way us older folks who generally collect these things, we don't get kinks in our neck. because you wouldn't want that, right? You want us to buy more notes. So good sale, $50. Again, all the ones really put the pressure on that one as to being a really great note. Another near solid, seven of a kind sixes. Again, not the biggest, most premier number, but it is a flipper. So you can take the note, flip it upside down, it'll read correctly as nines instead of sixes. $53.99, 20 bids on this one. Again, a very circulated piece here with more folds that you could shake a stick at. All right, this thing looks like it was probably used for origami as well. Origami. So great sale as well. We have a few more notes. This one's a really nice one. We don't see too many seven of a kind fives, but we have another one right here. And this one, another buy it now listing. Some of the buy it nows, even the more elevated asking prices, people have been hitting the button to own it. As long as it's not too. If this was a $200 note, I don't think anyone would touch it. Based off of condition. So $129 doll hairs for this one. So yeah, there you go. Pretty nice. It's a good looking note. I think fives are a very attractive number personally. So there are certain numbers that just don't get their due. Five, sixes, threes is another one that gets dogged on a lot. Fours are okay. People actually like fours. Here's a six of a kind fives. So just slightly worse than the previous note, and it shows this one only managed $11. All right, so that's a pretty big difference there from one digit. So yeah, and this note again very well circulated, but certainly worth more than $1. All right, so actually worth 11 times that at $11. We also have this one here. This is the most shocking sale of the week, I would say. Um, Again, sold by Ronald. The last number of these that we've seen sell, all from the same strap with the leading six ones, and they've all been selling for between $50 and $100. We have one here that sold for $256 freaking dollars, and that's with 43 bids, ladies and gentlemen. It's just, where are these prices coming from? Maybe that number, in some regards, has a lot more meaning to a lot more people. It could be like a hybrid birthday, or it's just all the ones or something. I don't know. What's the number that is lucky? Is it 183 or 186 in China? It's one of those two. It's a three-digit number. I'm gonna have to go back and kind of read up on it. But anyways, $256. Wow, that's crazy. We also have a few more best offer options here that we're gonna get some data on. We had this one's actually pretty cool. It's just a flipper. All right. So when you flip the note upside down, it still reads three sixes, double zero, three nines. Keep on rotating the note, the bill. Boom. You can rotate it, flip it 100 times. So it'd still read the same way. 2013 $1 bill. And let's go ahead and do a quick little copy here on this one. And a little bit of copy paster here. So the original ask was $30 and it sold for $25.01. Probably has something to do with the shipping. Make it even 30. What a novel idea that is. Condition of the note, actually, it's not too bad. This is probably one of the better ones for the day. It does have some light circulation wear, a little bit of a paper wave to it, and a strong centerfold. But it doesn't have nearly the amount of dirt and soiling than a lot of the other notes has, or discoloration, kind of like that yellowish brown on there. Um, but yeah, there you go. $25 sale on this one. Flippers are just really neat, and it does have its select group of collectors. And then finally, we're gonna end it off on this one, which is another binary. of ones and threes on this 2013 $20 bill. Hopefully, they at least double their money because this is by far the highest denomination on the list here this fine day. So it was $60. There's a little bit of a look there, look see. So it's got ones and threes. It's got some teller marks on the top edge margin, a few little like residue areas, and it's a 20, unfortunately. So if it was a dollar bill, it will still sell for whatever this one did. And let's go ahead and take a quick glance at the final sale on this one, and it looks like it's to be $40. So let's do a little bit of quick math here. Did they charge shipping? No, free shipping. So $40 sale on a $20 bill. Keep in mind that you owned a $20 bill for $20. That's your cost of it. Your eBay fees is dollar 40. We'll just round up $1.40 for every $10. So you're gonna be at $5.60 right off the top. So you're already down to $34 for the sale of the note, and then you gotta kick in shipping, and you gotta do first class because it's sold for over $20. So figure another $4. So this person made about $10 in net profit. All right, by the time you factor in the fees and shipping. So I guess it's just okay. It seems like you wish you want to make more money. It's too bad that this isn't on an actual $1 bill because that net profit will just explode to a different level. But again, if you come across this in circulation, the argument is, do I get rid of it? Do I just spend it? Is it a spender? And for me personally, no, I wouldn't spend it. But I would have a hard time saving it because it's such a high denom. But if you did sell for $40 and it's sold immediately, then it's just fine. It actually works out because that $10 profit goes into the same pot, and then that'll just kind of pay itself forward through the process of buying and selling on the platform. So there you go. That's your quick little Friday afternoon glance at some market sales data for fancy serial number notes. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. We're going to be back on here in about an hour with and you're going to see the live event with a Whatnot coin auction. Okay, we got the Hot August Nights US type coin auction coming up here tonight. A lot of really nice giveaways, so come check that out as well. A lot of beautiful type coins in the mix, and then a week from today, we're going to do the benefit auction for Mr. Nathan, who is homeless and lost all of his artwork, which is how he made a living in Lahaina in Maui. So help out brother there for that one. And again, that sale is going to be a week from this Friday. So come check it out. But aside from that, that's it. That's all I got. Hopefully I see you guys on tonight's Whatnot stream. I'll post something in the community tab, but that's it. I'm out of here. Time to get ready for that show. And thank you guys again for all your views and support. I shall see you soon.